Hey, everybody, welcome to our Wednesday where we share words of wisdom. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Kalia Patton. I pray that you're having a wonderful day today on this fantastic Wednesday. We're going to go shoot on into our topic. You know how we do it. The title of this topic is, I Refuse to Be Ignored. Now, I know many of you have gone through this experience. You have met people who you have communicated with, you've talked to, that don't have your full attention. They are not really tuning in to what you're saying, but they may look the part, they may give you the eye contact, they may use their hands, or they may act like they're very in tune with what you're talking about, and they don't have a clue. They're not even really listening. You got to get to a place where what you say is valuable. You feel that. You know that within yourself. What I have to offer is valuable. What I'm communicating to someone is valuable. The message that I'm relaying to someone is valuable. So I'm going to treat it as such. When someone refuses to take in what it is that I have to offer, then guess what? I'm going to have to disconnect from that person. A lot of time, I don't know what it is, whether it is just lack of proper etiquettes when you're communicating with people, but sometimes people can be rude. Sometimes people can just be unconcerned about what you're talking about, or even what you have to offer, And so I have found in some situations, and I can really preach on this and really talk on this, because I have encountered this many of times, where I would talk to a person and they wanted my conversation, but at the same time I can feel and sense that they're really not listening. And some of the indicators that let you know that a person is not listening is they may cut you off. That's rude. They may disrupt the conversation and go and talk to someone else, leaving you by yourself to talk to yourself. That's still rude. That's inconsiderate of someone else's conversation. That's inconsiderate of the person that you're communicating with. When you're communicating, there is a dialogue. The person speaks, you listen. And I don't think sometimes people, they don't understand that concept. When someone's talking, they feel as though they can take turns and butt in. They can cut your conversation. They can walk off. They can add more to your conversation as you're talking and talk over you. They don't understand turn taking. They don't understand staying on topic. They don't understand it's not about them. You see what I'm saying? It's not all wrapped up around them. But some people are so self-absorbed, and they are so self-loathing, and they are so into self, that if anyone else has any conversation outside of them, they get offended. They can't even communicate right. They get upset. They feel some kind of way. They get a little irritated, because now the topic is not about them. Now the subject matter is not about them. Now it's not about your job. It's not about what you got going on. Someone else wants to interject and give some information that may be helpful, insightful to you, but it's not that concerning to you because it's not about you. There are so many people out there that are like that. There are so many arrogant people who are out there that are like that. And so you want to guard your heart. You want to guard yourself when it comes down to people. I have prime example. I'm just gonna share it. I was at work last week, and I was talking to a woman, and she's a Christian. I'm a believer. I believe. And so we were talking and just sharing back and forth. So as I was talking, I guess what I was saying wasn't really important. She cut my conversation and started talking to someone else. So guess what I did? Me, naturally, I'm just getting into that habit now where if it's not important to you, then I'm leaving. I'm leaving. I don't have time for that. What you want me to wait for you to finish talking to that person so I can finish what I had to say to you? What I was saying was not as important, or didn't carry any weight, or it really wasn't anything of value to you, so you decide to cut our conversation and talk to someone else and just leave me hanging like that, like I'm on the phone and I'm just waiting. No, babe, I'm finna ready to go. I don't have time for it. So I walked off. She probably felt some kind of way, which it didn't matter to me because that was rude of that person to do that. And I would never do anything like that, not intentionally. And if I've done that to anybody, please forgive me. But that we're not in the business of doing it to people. Why? Because the shoe don't feel good on the other foot. You do unto others as you would have them to do unto you. You want to portray that image. You want to conduct yourself in such a way that how you perceive and how you present yourself, you want people to be the same way with you. You don't want to mistreat anyone. You want to be fair. You want to be courteous. You want to be respectful. You want to be concerned about people, genuinely concerned, and not be in the business of cutting folk off, being rude, being obnoxious, just being unconcerned, and just trying to talk over folk, sometimes getting louder than the person that's talking, and it's not even your turn. Sometimes I don't understand people, but you know what? We gotta love these folk. We have to love these people, and we have to embrace these folk. Is it easy? No, it's not easy. Sometimes you be wanting to say certain things. Yeah, you do, But then you have to think about that person. I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. I don't want to have to come back and apologize. So instead of me sitting there taking what you dishing or whatever, I could just walk away. That's fine. That's something that's easy breezy, and it didn't hurt you. It didn't hurt me. I can walk away and I move on to the next thing. I notice when you walk into a room and if you make a comment, it's dry. Nobody says anything. You're wondering, what's going on? Do you continue to talk? No. If no one has commented on anything that you may have said, it might have been something, you felt as though, was important to you, or you may have just wanted to be friendly that day. You know what I'm saying? Just speaking, and nobody speaks back. Do you sit there and just continue to try to elaborate or continue to try to bring them into a conversation? No, one time for those types of things. Now, I do understand if somebody didn't hear you, but if they are deliberately tuning you out there, deliberately ignoring you, you got to get to the place in your mind and your spirit. I refuse to be ignored. I'm not going to sit here and take this from you or anybody. It could be the president of the United States. It could be a leader. I refuse to be ignored. And let me tell you, I have done this before. I have had someone to ignore me, and I tracked them down, and I made sure they gave me some attention. I did that on purpose because I tried to let them see, look, you're not finna get away with that one. And you a bishop, and you a leader, and you an evangelist, and you a pastor, and you a first lady, or whatever the position is. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna let you get away with that one. Especially if you are a person in that type of position where you minister to people. You on that high mountain. But when you come down from that mountain, you gotta relate to the folk. You can't ignore the people that you minister to. That's just like CEOs and bosses in their job. Just because you in that high position doesn't mean you treat the people that's under you like they don't exist. Like you don't care. Like they just doing something. I don't have to pay attention to what they doing because what I'm doing up here is too important for me to be concerned about these little folk down there. No, we don't do that. We're not doing that. We're not in the business of doing that. We should not do that. Let me just put it to you like that. We should do it. We shouldn't do it. We should value people, whatever role they play. I don't care how small it is. I don't care how big it is. I don't have no fear over anybody in their position, because guess what? I can relate to any and everybody, and that's how I feel as an individual. I can relate to anybody. I don't have. God said He had no respect of person. I have no respect of person. I will respect people in their positions, but I'm not afraid to go and speak to the person in their position. You feel what I'm saying? And that's what we gotta get to. We gotta get to that place. And when it come down to things that are important to us, we refuse to be ignored. Guess what? We'll petition. We'll go to the mayor. We'll go to this councilman. We'll go to that. We'll go. See, we'll do those type of things. But when it come down to people that are around us, that's close to us, sometimes, we won't be as assertive in those ways. Because I guess, I don't know, out of, it may be a heart issue thing going on, because sometimes we just don't want to address certain things. But sometimes when you have that type of relationship with folk, when you're close to them like that, you need to let them know how they've treated you. Hey, look, I was talking to you about such and such, so and so, and I just felt like you was ignoring me. And I really was giving some valuable information, and I really want you to give me some insight or shed some light on what was really going on, because I really felt that you wasn't into our conversation and you didn't care about anything that I was saying to you. Sometimes you just have to give a conversation in that way, because you got to let folk know that they are behaving in that manner. Because sometimes people don't even know. They hurt people. People hurt people all the time, and they don't know they're hurting them. But then you have some people you already know. You already know that those are those type of people. You stay away from them, stay clear of those, because they stuck on themselves. And see, they got issues too. But you know what? They hide behind the arrogance. They hide behind the, I'm more than you. I'm better than you. I'm bigger than you. They'll hide behind all that, and they'll look dignified, and they won't even look down to see that you right there. You see what I'm saying? Or they'll pretend like they don't see you, and they'll look over you. Oh, you doing that? People do it all the time. I see it. I be like, okay, God, why they doing it? And they supposed to be what? They supposed to be saved. You be telling me when I go to the grocery store, you forget the fact that you saved. But when I'm in church, you gonna speak. All right. You know what I'm talking about. You know where I'm going with that. Everywhere. If you're social in church, you need to be social out there too. Because if I see you out there, I'm gonna speak. Now, if you ignore me, dodge me, going in aisles and stuff because you don't want to see me out in the public, you got an issue. Something wrong with you. Something wrong. Something wrong with these people, y'all. Something wrong with some people. They need Jesus for real. Some folks need a heart check for real. They need a mind check. They've been going through some stuff. They need to deal with themselves. The inner conflicts going on. The self-inflicted wounds that they have going on. So, like I said, you gotta get to that place. You refuse to be ignored. You have had that experience before. I know you have. And you cannot allow yourself to feel the imprints of someone who may have stepped on you, who may have pushed you away as if you were not important, who may have dismissed everything you said, who may have walked away, talked over you, and made you feel like you was insignificant. Refuse to be ignored. You have a voice. You have something to say. You have value. You carry weight. Things that you have, the conversations, what you have inside of you that you want to express, it's important. Somebody needs to hear it. Don't walk away holding things in. If you got something to share, share it. If you got something that's passionate in you, you would like to do it. Don't let nobody withhold you just because they acting some kind of way, just because they got something going on. Does not mean you shut up your bowels and you just push whatever you got going on down on the inside of you. Release yourself. Okay? Release yourself, because you have seeds in you, seeds of potential. The only way that those seeds can be deposited in someone and they grow is if you release them. We got plenty of giftings, plenty of wisdom, plenty of knowledge that we can pour into people. But we got to get it in our spirit, get it in our mindset, get it in our vernacular, our words to say that we refuse to be ignored. We've been held down as a people for too long. Now is not the time to close your mouth, because you have a voice. When they tell us to vote, they say we have a voice. God gave us a mouth. You have a voice. Use your voice for the good. Use your voice because somebody needs to hear what you have to say. Use your voice. It's powerful. It's life-changing for somebody. It's revelation for somebody. It's knowledge for somebody. It's wisdom for somebody. Don't let nobody tell you that you don't have a voice. Maya Angelou, she understood that. She wrote that, I know why the caged bird sings. Don't let nobody take your voice. Don't let nobody take your voice. You have something to say. Amen. God bless you all. I pray that it was something that I said that has encouraged you, that has given you hope, that has given you a vision for what it is that God has put inside of you. Refuse to be ignored. All right? Let me say it again. Refuse to be ignored. God bless you. Love you. We will see you back for another Wow Wednesday. Bye-bye for now.